Early Riser.
All right, Thursday morning here in the big city, early riser time. Ryan and Matt, and we have some improving conditions because we've lost a lot of the winds, but even colder this morning than it was yesterday.
It is, and actually we have some passing clouds overhead, and I saw a couple of flurries on the way in, just one or two. It's not going to be a big deal, but we may see that from time to time over the next week, but we're also going to talk about a nice warm-up here.
Nice.
So looking pretty good. And the sunshine will return today. Threat tracker in the green or low category. Once again, just a couple of flakes out there with these passing clouds this morning. Probably a better shot to see that a little more widespread as we head especially toward tomorrow morning and even to the south and east. Some of that could linger through the afternoon. Otherwise, no major winter storms expected here over the next week, and warmer weather as we head into the start of the weekend, so we're looking pretty good there. All right, as we check out the live conditions here, 680 in Dodge, again, some passing clouds, kind of the low cumulus clouds, and they're actually broken up, but thick enough to produce a couple of snowflakes out there. And they've actually held temperatures up a little bit. Right now we're still at 19, so it's cold, but it's not bitterly cold. So we can handle that here for the early part of February, and at just enough of a breeze out of the southeast to produce a little wind chill factor. All right, other temperatures once again, mainly in the teens this morning to start it off. Lincoln, one of our colder spots at 14. Right now, Fremont with about a foot of snow on the ground, you're at 19, 12. Columbus, and then it's a little bit warmer for Norfolk and Wayne. It's also a little warmer in Denison and Carroll, where they got a pretty good amount of snow there. And then as you go to the south, not much change. Red Oak 16 down in Maryville, right now 17, and Fall City checking in the same way. But even with light winds, it feels about 10 degrees colder. Current wind chill factor in Plattsmouth 7. You step out in Nebraska City, it feels like 3 above. Current wind chill factor with those 6-mile-per-hour winds here in Omaha 11. And right now Lincoln, current wind chill factor there is at 6 above 0. So at least we're above in most spots. All right, as we check out the view here as we go toward downtown, back toward the Dundee area there, about 50th and Dodge, looking pretty good. A couple of passing clouds. Otherwise, not a whole lot going on across the metro in the western parts of Iowa there, Council Bluffs. Also mainly drier than a couple of snowflakes this morning. As we check out our radar, you can see a couple of spotty flurries, mainly on the Iowa side. Again, we're just kind of catching that here at the station and points east. Otherwise, the clouds sent out to the west, and this little passing area of clouds, again, producing a few flakes early this morning. But you can see I took the lower levels of the satellite off because it would pick up all the snow on the ground. These are the true clouds, again, kind of patchy around the metro, a little thicker into western and central Iowa, and then certainly up into South Dakota and then way back to the west. But you can see we got this nice swath of clear skies that should translate into sunshine, at least after we get rid of the thicker clouds here early this morning. All right, our forecast map for today, once again, the morning clouds and flurries should go by the wayside. Temperatures expected to still drop down a little bit into the mid-teens, and then we'll rise through the teens and 20s this morning. Look for highs to actually get back in the lower 30s, even with all the snow on the ground this afternoon. And you can see most of our skies looking pretty good, which should give us some sunshine there. All right, so the forecast in detail form for today, we'll go for an official high of about 32. Morning clouds, afternoon sun, and winds will turn from the south back to the west. Shouldn't be much of a factor under 15 miles per hour. Tonight then, the winds will kind of vary in direction, but should remain relatively light. I think clouds will increase, and this temperature drop is probably going to happen during this evening. We'll probably go from the low 30s down in the teens pretty quick, and then we'll actually kind of steady off or maybe rise a few degrees as clouds move in. Fortunately, though, the winds will be pretty light, so we don't have much of a wind chill factor to worry about Friday morning. And then as we head through the day tomorrow, again, with some of those clouds, a few passing flurries. Look at the warm-up now expected for the weekend. We'll melt a lot of this snow pretty quick. 42 expected Saturday, mid-40s on Super Bowl Sunday, so you can go out and get some stuff done there, and then you can watch that Super Bowl right here on Action 3 News. I believe right around 5:30 is the kickoff time, local time here. And then another shot of cold air still expected early next week. And when that comes down, that too could be accompanied by a few clouds and a couple of flurries. But still no major winter storms, no blizzards or anything in the forecast, so that is certainly good news.